All right, I think that's it. How we looking? Welcome to episode 4 of Kicking It with Kyle and Katie. We are your hosts. You've got me, the fat slobby boy, Kyle, and then Katie over here.
Yeah, I don't
Really,
know
like I said
what.
before, you carry the show. Anyways, welcome everyone. Like I said, this is episode 4. Hope you've all had a great week and a good week. Well, I guess the weekend's over now, so or almost. So I hope everybody's had
Yeah,
a great weekend.
yeah.
So,
Did you
what?
did you have a good weekend?
Not really. Today will be when I go to work this evening. Will be day 17 in a row that I've been up to work. 17 in a row. 17 in a row. So I haven't had to be there for the whole a whole 8 hours every time, but just going up there every day is whatever. But hey,
Maybe you should take a vacation day.
I got some vacation coming up.
When
I'm starting a new schedule this week too. So
you
we'll
do?
see.
What's your schedule this week?
My schedule this week is going to be tonight, and then I'm off until Friday. And then I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then I'm off for the whole week again until Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant. I thought you meant you were going on vacation.
No, I ain't going on vacation. When I
Oh,
go on vacation, I don't go on vacation. I take vacation to stay at home.
oh,
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Do you ever just take vacation to be off for a week at home and do absolutely nothing?
no, not for a week. Maybe for like a day.
A day.
Yeah,
Really?
like a Friday.
See, most
I'll take.
people, well, most people like to take their vacations in the summer. I'm more of a winter guy. So this is this season that's coming up. The hot, warm, hot weather is not the best for me. Being being a larger fella that likes to perspire and sweat. It is called the season of cornstarch. Is what I like to call it.
What do you mean cornstarch?
So I use cornstarch to throw on my sweaty parts to keep them dry.
Wait, are you being like real, like serious?
Yes. What?
Why don't you just put like baby powder or
It's
something?
because cornstarch is cheaper.
So you do, so you walk around smelling like cornstarch?
Well, what exactly does cornstarch smell like?
Don't it smell like cornbread?
No, it doesn't. I don't think it really has a smell. It's it's a very absorbent material. It keeps you dry. It also keeps your thighs from chafing.
No.
Yes.
Do you know there is some stuff called, I forgot what it was called, but Alex buys it at the outdoor store.
Hmm.
Um, that helps with that, and it's like a deodorant like type thing, and
Okay.
you yeah it works.
So
He said.
well, I just go to Food Line and buy like $1.19 box of cornstarch, and
And so how do you put it on?
I put it in my hand and it sounds crazy. I scoop it out in my hand like this, all right, and then I
Yeah.
gently reach down and powder the powder the boys and the thighs, and it keeps the sweat away. And also,
Oh my
it is also an
gosh.
emergency staple for swamp ass that will be coming very soon to a season near you. So
So you actually do that?
yeah.
Oh my god.
Look, help me out, folks. If anybody is watching this uses, a cornstarch or a baby powder or even a Gold Bond. Now, whew, Gold Bond's almost sensual. It feels when you put, especially medicated, when you put medicated Gold Bond on it. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like, what did somebody described it once, and it was perfect, as 1,000 fairies blowing on you. Like
Oh.
it's very, uh, it burns.
Oh, I thought it was like a good feeling.
No, I mean it kind of is, but it's like it's kind of intense. So that's why I moved over to the cornstarch. But I mean, they all did things. But if you are somebody that uses something like that, let us know in the comments because she doesn't seem to think that that's a real thing. And I'm telling you,
It's not.
cornstarch
This
is
is
the way to go.
I'm not saying it's not a real thing. I was just saying I didn't know you actually did that.
But I mean, yeah, I do. I do.
I got my hair cut this week. That's why I keep messing with it, and I don't know what to do with it. So,
What exactly did you get cut?
like these little pieces right here.
That's it.
Oh no, I got my whole hair cut. My hair was like way down, like you couldn't even see where. I mean, it was long, long.
Why don't you get like why don't you next time? Why don't you cut it to where the long piece in the front is all of it? So right,
This
yeah, no, even shorter. One that's right under your chin.
that
That, yeah, cut your whole hair that length.
no,
Why?
that's not my vibe.
It's not.
That's way too short. Why did it just get really dark? That would be like if that would be like my hair. Like you said, not even that layer.
Uh huh.
This layer?
Yeah, just like that. Whole hair like a Karen.
No, because I'm not a Karen.
You're a Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And you don't do any type of color to your hair. It's
no,
on God.
I swear to God, I
Nothing.
will. I will.
I
Hold
believe
on.
you. I believe you. You ain't got to swear on the Bible. Don't be whipping out no. Oh Lord, bringing out the Lord's word. The
Here we go.
upper room.
I'm like the upper room.
Nothing. It's a it's a
Oh
thing from
gosh.
a movie.
Um, I'm gonna find this picture of me when I was little
Okay.
to prove to you. Um. Oh, it's on my Instagram actually. I did like one of them like side by sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
Let me see. I can look. There's me.
Holy God, that is a fire-headed child. That is the
That's
color of hair that is usually a prophecy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't do anything with it. It's like a child of the hair, the color, he'll have the hair color of pure fire. Will unite the world and bring
I
us
know.
all
What
together as one. Like
I
that's
always
the
say,
color of hair that you have.
I know, and it hasn't changed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't dye mine either. It's a natural.
Is your hair curly? What do you
Tonight
do?
will be the night that I will fall for you.
What do you do with your hair when it's not in a hat? I don't think I've ever seen you not wearing a hat.
Uh, usually just have it brushed, but
But like where it brushed back, brushed
like this, just a simple old man
like
comb
comb over.
over. Yeah, but it's really
Oh,
being really puffy today in the front. All the small things. Where'd my hat go? Now I need to put. And I have a plethora of hats.
oh gosh, so does Alex.
Ah.
As a
Anyways, so
okay.
let's see. Oh, so yesterday was our state's in-game rivalry basketball game for college basketball, which was the Carolina Tar Heels versus the Duke Blue Devils, and it was the Duke Blue Devils coach. I think it was 42 years he's been coaching. It was his last home game at Duke's Cameron Indoor Stadium. Ugh. And Carolina laid a whooping on him. Sent the man out last home game with the L.
I didn't watch it, but I knew that happened.
Let me tell you something. I've watched North Carolina get destroyed multiple times over the years to Duke. It's a very passionate thing around here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And
It is.
it was every butt whooping I've ever observed was totally worth last night sending him out with the L, knowing he will never, ever, ever win another game in that arena with that team against the biggest rival, and we stomped them.
Well, are you a Tar Heels fan?
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I pulled for Carolina basketball and Georgia football, and then obviously Braves baseball. It's just a melting pot, you know. And now, if Georgia and Carolina football were playing, I would not pull for Carolina, which they did a few years ago. And if Georgia and Carolina were playing basketball, I would not pull for Georgia in basketball.
Oh,
it's kind of weird.
That is weird.
But I mean, that's part of how I grew up. My parents were born and raised in Georgia. Well, my dad was around here in Georgia, and he picked up being a Georgia fan and a Carolina fan, and just kind of it's what was on in the house, you know. So it was
lovely.
Yeah, it was good to see. People were on Facebook saying, "Oh, where's all these Tar Heel fans talking junk at? They weren't talking junk before the game." Well, you know, why would you talk junk before a game and then you have a chance to lose? You know, you don't really talk junk until after you've won.
That is a valid point.
See
You're
what
right.
I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would rather look. I don't understand it. I would rather not look stupid by running my mouth and then catching the L, and then having to hear it. You know, so
right.
And then I'm definitely not going to go out when we lose and say, you know, talk junk either. I have nothing to say. Only time I have anything to say is if they win. My team wins.
Well, I don't really have much to say about that because I'm not really passionate about any teams right now. Because I don't really watch basketball.
Because Joe Burrow's not on TV. You don't roll your eyes. You just got caught in 4K. My camera is literally my computer is literally catching your face in 4K right now, and we know that you have a super lady boner for Joe Burrow.
It's not super.
Okay.
I think he's an attractive person. There are people.
You basically showed me a video of this guy spitting on the sideline and said it was hot.
How? I don't think that was on this podcast.
Oh, we don't want people to know that you think Joe Burrow's spitting was hot. Okay.
No, that was not the. That was
another episode of Kicking It with Kyle and Katie, episode 2, I believe.
I don't think I showed. I don't remember.
You showed it to me. You sent it to me.
He's an attractive person. I don't know him as a person, so he might have an ugly heart. Yeah. I don't know, but the outer appearance.
That's what reels you in first, right? So outer appearance is important.
Did not say that, Kyle. Quit putting words in my mouth.
I think you did.
I didn't. I don't know him.
Okay. So I agree with you that. Well, no, I don't agree. Okay, so they say outer beauty, inner beauty. They say inner beauty is the most important thing, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So, but if there's if there's not anything attractive on the outside, how are you? You're not just going to go up and talk to somebody, right? Like, you're not just going to go up and be like, hey, I bet that guy's got a great personality. Let me go see what up with that, right? So if the person, male or the female, that you are attracted to, or you get reeled in by their looks first, right?
If you don't know them prior to that, yes.
Exactly. So when they say that outer beauty is not important, it's crap, because you have to have something.
I do believe that you can know somebody first, and then it gets to the point where their personality makes them attractive.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But people aren't going to give ugly people a shot out of the gate.
Why not? A shot at what?
Anything. Because they're ugly.
That's not true.
It's 100% true. All right, so all right, prime example. Say you're walking down the street and you see this dude that looks like he fell out of the ugly tree. He hit every branch on the way down. I mean, just smacked his ugly face on it. Then he's got down on the ground. Was like, you know what? That wasn't enough. Crawls back up and falls back out of it again. Just the ugliest person you've ever seen. But he has a heart of gold. He is passionate. He is kind. He helps the homeless. He helps veterans. He's just a beautiful soul. You will never know that because you didn't talk to him because he fugly.
Well, okay. So everybody you talk to in life is because you're attracted to them.
No, if it was an attracted thing. Like if it was me, if I was out searching.
Okay, well, one, you shouldn't do that, but
But that's how it works.
No, it's not. I met Alex like at the gym. I wasn't at the gym.
I understand that, but Alex is not ugly. If it was an ugly guy, all right. So you meet out. What was Alex doing the first time you ever saw him or met him?
He was working out.
Well, no, what was he doing? Working out on a treadmill? Was he lifting weights, doing squats?
I don't know because he came up to me. I wasn't looking at him.
Okay, good example. So, if you looked like a foot, do you think Alex would have came up to you?
Well, no, because I know
you're not going to go up to somebody that you're not physically attracted to and start up a conversation and say, "Let's see if their personality is what I'm looking for."
Right.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, but like you made it sound like if I'm walking down the street and somebody starts talking to me, if they're not attractive, I'm not going to talk to them.
That would be shallow of you and make you ugly on the inside. I know. I'm just saying that's not how it works if you're looking for something. I'm not going to, if I was single, or let's say when I was single, I wasn't going up to, I didn't say, you know what, I'm not going to look at physical appearance. I'm just going to walk up to the first girl I see and start talking to her, and I'm going to base if I'm attracted to her off of that. You're not going to do that. I would not have done that.
Okay, so there you go.
Right.
Speaking of that, have you seen that show where if me and you are looking for a relationship, like let's say you can't see me right now.
Okay.
And I can't tell you what I look like, and I can't see you and you can't tell me what you look like. Let's role play that.
Okay.
So you have to ask me a question.
This is okay.
What? This is what? This is like what they have to do on the TV show.
Okay. So game show with Kicking It with Kyle and Katie. Damn, my nipples look hard. Anyway, it's cold up here. Sorry. I got another booby wedgie. Get that out. Hey, all right. So we're just talking. This is a blind date thing, right?
Right. You can't see.
So the point of you doing this is to see.
It's called Love is Blind.
Okay.
I think, and this is how it began.
All right. So you want to know what my first question would be?
Yeah.
Hey, so what you look like?
You can't ask that.
That would be the first question I would ask. All right. Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
Watch murder documentaries.
Next. Bring them in. Next. That's already a red flag. She's obsessed with murder. She's freaking crazy. She's coming up with ideas of how to murder and get rid of my body if I piss her off. Next. Director. Next. Bottom line. It's over with.
Okay, okay.
What's your first question to me then?
It's my turn. Okay, so I'm gonna walk in. Hey, what's your name?
My name is Jeff. Now you're hooked. The first thing I did was make you laugh.
Hey.
First thing I did was make you laugh.
Start over. You got to say your real name. You can't say that. I know.
But now you're interested. You want to know what's up with this dude, right? Am I wrong?
Either that or I think you're like stupid.
But you laugh.
Okay. Okay, what's your name?
My name is
I don't
Kyle.
know why I'm late.
My name is Kyle, and I'm a country singer on the side.
You're a country
I
singer?
enjoy going to the mountains. I don't like the beach. I think it makes no sense to go to the beach and sit out in the sun and on the desert and then jump in warm water. I think that is
And
absolutely insane.
what do you bench?
The only bench I use is the one I sit my ass on when I get tired.
I was totally kidding. That was so shallow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have asked that. I really don't know what I would ask.
Well, it's difficult. We're both in a marriage. We have people we're married to, so it's hard to. I mean, my thing is, so me and my wife have been together since 2000 and it's like 6 or 7.
Sure.
We've been together for a long time.
Together or married?
We've been married for 12 years in a couple weeks.
Wow.
Yeah. So I really, with her, so her sister-in-law was dating my brother at the time, and we all went on a family vacation, and she came along, and I was like, hey, yo, you got a sister? And she was like, well, yeah. I was like, you got a picture? And she was like, yeah. Because this was before cell phones. This was like she had a wallet with pictures in them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ancient technology. And she pulls it out, and I was like, oh, yeah, you got to hook me up with your sister. Is she dating anybody? She's like, no. I said, you got to hook me up when we get back. Wife didn't want anything to do with me. Nothing.
Oh.
I wouldn't go out on a date with me, so I started trying to kind of weasel my way in. Her mom was single at the time, needed help around the house doing stuff. I'd mulch, mow her yard. I spent $200 on truckloads of mulch to mulch around her mama's trees in her front yard just to be in the front yard. So when my wife got home, or at the time, this girl I didn't know or didn't know me would get home, and I could just say hey and wave to her as she would like wave and then walk directly into the garage, and that's it. Like just to see her.
Wow, that's very kind.
I think that's creepy now that I think about it. Right? So, I mean,
it would be creepier if y'all wouldn't have got married. So,
well, I mean, whatever. It happened. But that, back to the original thing, that's why it's hard to figure out what you would ask in a dating situation, especially a blind situation. But I think I would start off with, like, what do you like to do when you're not doing anything?
Well, what if I asked you what you like to do? What do you do?
First of all, that felt like a personal attack, and I don't appreciate it. You sound just like my wife. What do you do?
I'm just asking.
First of all, I make more money than you do.
Me?
No, my wife.
Oh.
It's by like not by a lot, but enough to be able. It's more. If it was a penny, I would say I make more money than you.
Okay, so what was we just talking about?
We were talking about what we would ask if we were doing blinded by love.
Oh, if I asked you what do you do?
Yeah, I would say, well, one, I like to go to work.
No, you don't.
So, all right, I'll be truthful. I like to play video games. What do you like to do?
I like to do makeup and go shopping.
So, what did the video games thing say? And don't use any type of thing about that your husband plays video games, in his free time. So, what would your first thought be if you said, what do you like to do? And I said, I love to play video games.
I would have a follow-up question. Okay, I would say, how often do you play these games?
Every day.
For how long every day?
3 or 4 hours every day.
Okay, so if you work 8 and you need to sleep for 7, at least 7. So there's 15. And you play for 4 more, there's 19. So there's 5 more hours left in the day.
Yes. Wait,
what do you do those other 5 hours?
first of all, that was impressive math. I'm impressed with your math skills on that. That was a lot of addition spread out over a few moments, and you were able to tally that in your head and still come up with the correct. Were you doing any type of math in your head while you were doing that? Or using your fingers?
Oh no, not my fingers.
Oh, you're just using your head. I got you. Okay. All right. So
Yeah, I
yes,
have to.
I play 3 to 4 hours a day.
Okay, so what do you do with the other 5 hours of the day?
I sleep.
So you don't sleep for 7 hours. You sleep for,
Oh wait, did you throw sleep in there?
yeah,
Oh. So what do I do for the other 5? I hang out with whoever I'm dating.
for five. No, you don't, because you at least have to get up an hour before you have to be at work.
First of all, you don't know me that well then. Because Kyle's ass gets up about 20 minutes before work, and yeah,
Well, then that might be why you're late.
I'm never late.
Well, you okay?
And I'm never late. I arrive exactly when I want to.
When you want to.
Gandalf.
Anywho, so you have to do other things in those 5 hours, though.
Well, yeah, I hang out with the person I'm with. First of all, I don't play games 3 to 4 hours a day.
Well, then you
I'm talking about when we were like, if I was single and still 22 years old, and I was on a dating app right now, and you're asking me these questions, that's what it would have been. So what's the problem with playing?
It's one thing. It's one thing if like you're playing them and it doesn't affect your life.
Okay.
But like if I'm like say, hey, can we go to dinner tonight? And it's like, nah, I got these games with
So I wouldn't do
my
that.
boy.
I wouldn't do that.
I would be like,
I wouldn't do that.
okay, then what? Then the game thing. Every male, maybe not every male, but most males play
Uh-huh.
or would like to play.
Yes, they would like to play. Most males would like to play, but they don't
Okay.
because they're scared to death of their wife or significant other.
I agree.
Okay.
Well,
All right. So what is the problem with that?
I didn't say there was a problem.
No, I'm not saying that you said. I'm asking you, what do you think the problem with that is? Why are these wives saying you can't play video games?
I don't know. Maybe they don't help out around the house. I don't know their lives.
So you would say you would be okay with video games as long as the person went out to dinner and spent time with you and helped out around the house and did things like that.
Yeah, Alex plays video games a lot.
Okay. All right.
He's up there right now.
Yeah. And guess where's he at though? He's at home. So these guys that don't play video games, that go out and they're not home, where are they at? What their wives thinking then? There's nothing that pisses me off more than a woman that's married to a man that says all he does is play video games. It's like, where would you rather him be? At a bar, out with his buddies, drinking?
Well, maybe when she's saying that, she wants him to do something with her.
What's her screen time on her phone?
You know.
You don't what?
I don't know.
Sorry, folks. I'll have to add a bleep to that one.
It's freaky.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying. I don't agree with people saying that.
Yeah, it sounds like you're really worked up.
I'm not worked up. You're worked up because I'm proving a point. That's what happens when you prove a point.
Never said any of that.
She's going off. Here we go. Watch her.
I've never said any of that about Alex. I'm
not talking. Look, you got to understand, when I'm saying stuff like this, I'm not talking about you. I
can't relate to women who say that because I don't say that.
Well, that's good.
Okay, thank you.
We just got all off of there, didn't
we? Yeah.
So anyways, real quick, and then we're going to cut this out and be done. So I started watching this Euphoria show that you were talking about.
You did?
It makes 0 sense. I have no idea what's going on. It starts in chaos, and it is still in chaos. I have no idea where we're at in the timeline. I didn't even realize that these people were still in high school. They're still in high school, correct? So it's showing all these people that are in high school naked.
I know.
And all of these people look like they're in their 20s.
They're like 30.
So this is basically a drug-induced Saved by the Bell?
I guess so.
I mean, it started off. I don't know. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm not in the new season. I'm on season 1, but it's just it started off. I don't know. I don't. They're
Well,
at a
you
party,
just
then they're in high school, and then they're high, and then girls OD and snorting Adderall, and it's like,
do you watch Righteous Gemstones?
no, I do not.
Well,
Righteous Gemstones,
you need to watch that.
and it's called what? Righteous Gemstones,
Gemstones.
right?
Yeah,
Righteous
it's
Gemstones.
hilarious. I mean, it's stupid, but it's hilarious.
Okay, okay. No,
Yeah.
it's the one that's got Danny McBride in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
You need to. There's 2 seasons of that. It's
Okay.
great.
Well, did you finish 1883?
I sure did.
How do you feel about that?
I thought it was a really good show.
It was a very good show. I agree. It was one of the best shows I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. And now Alex, after we watched that, he asked me if he could go on this 3-day Oregon Trail thing. I was like,
Bro, I ain't even lie. That sounds freaking awesome.
well, good. You can go with him because I'm not. I swear, he was sitting there and he was like, hey, there's this 3-night thing where you go on the Oregon Trail and they have all the big pots of food and tent. And I was like, I'm not going on that.
I'm sorry. That sounds amazing. I have
Well,
never
good.
wanted to be a cowboy more in my life than after watching Yellowstone in 1883.
Well, Alex had him a cowboy moment the other day because this cow that was at his work, this baby cow had poop stuck to its butt and it was like backing up into its system. And the poop was, they had to get it off the cow's butt because it was like,
Sounds
so
like
he
they
had to like wrangle the cow down.
Oh, wrestling cows. Well,
Yeah, he likes
Well, he is a big, strong man, and I would have paid to see him wrestle a baby cow. I would pay to watch him wrestle like an alligator or something, because I bet he'd handle it. Or a grizzly bear, maybe.
A grizzly bear?
Oh, yeah, Alice could take a grizzly bear. You seen your husband? He's ripped.
He could not take a grizzly bear. Them things are like, how much do they weigh?
A lot, but he could handle. He could hold his own.
Their claws are like this big.
Yeah, but I mean, he's got so much muscle. Like, he's basically wearing a suit of armor.
I'm glad you think so highly
I'm
of
over
him.
here wearing a suit of pillars. This dude's got a freaking iron suit on. I'm over here dressing marshmallows. Fluffy fat boy.
Can you show us your happy trail one more time?
To do that, you'll need to go back and check our VOD on episode 3 of Kicking It with Kyle and Katie at the end.
Just flash us it real quick. Just like,
I'm not a piece of meat.
what?
I am not a piece of meat that shows my skin on demand.
Are you wearing pants?
No.
What's on your leg? Oh, wait, you're not.
Why would I wear pants? I'm not walking around.
You can't see your lower body.
Yeah, but I'm not wearing pants.
Do you just have a blanket on?
No, that's my skin.
No, it's not.
It is. It's my leg. It's my thigh. God, it does look like I'm naked right there, don't it? I ain't wearing no pants.
Really? Are you not wearing pants?
Yeah, I'm wearing pants.
Oh, okay.
I'm wearing pants.
I got worried.
No, I'm wearing pants. I don't always wear pants, but when I do, I record a podcast. So anyways, I think this is going to conclude episode 4 of Kicking It with Kyle and Katie. Do you have anything else you want to say to these fine folks, 8 viewers that are going to watch this?
No, thank you for watching.
All right.
Even
well,
when
I hope everybody has a great week.
I'm touching my hair. I don't mean to do that.
Yeah, well,
I keep touching my hair.
That's okay.
That's why I had it in that clip.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, I hope everybody has a great week. We will see you next time. Thanks for coming by. Remember to click that subscribe and follow button, and we will catch you next time.